Good morning, kindergartners. How are you doing today? You'll have to excuse the way I look. I just got back from a long walk outside, which was really nice, but I look a little windblown. Let's get on with our morning message, though. So today is Tuesday. The month is still May, rhymes with day, and it's Tuesday, May 12th. 12 is a number that kindergartners always seem to struggle with a little bit, and sometimes they mix it up with the number 20. So that's why I wanted to write it together with you today. A 12 means one group of 10 and two extra ones, so we need to write it like this. 1 and 2. The year is still 2020. Good morn, almost first graders. Oh, you are almost first graders, aren't you? Kindergarten's almost over like we talked about yesterday. But I said good morn. I forgot the ending chunk of the word morning. Ooh, in the word morning, of course I hear my ing sound. How do I spell that? We've had to do this before, right? Fill in the I, and then the N, and then the G. Remember that G's little monkey tail hangs way down below the line. Good morning, almost first graders. How soon will you get your schoolwork done today? Make a plan and get going. I know you're getting sick of doing so much schoolwork at home, but let's think about this. Remember how I always ask you in school, who is going to be ready for first grade more? Kids who whine and complain and don't do their work at their houses, or kids who make a plan, sit down, do the best they can, and keep learning at home? Right? That's what we need to be doing. There's only a couple more weeks left. I know you can do it. I'm here to help you. Your parents are too. So let's keep a happy attitude as much as we can and get our work done peacefully today. Sound good? All right. Today in writing, you will be learning about poetry from Mrs. Rose. It's the poetry unit. It's always one of our favorites. For your attendance check-in, you need to do something called write an acrostic poem using your name or the word kindergarten. What does that mean? Well, I'm not going to go into it now because you will learn what this means in Mrs. Rose's lesson. So you need to tune into the writing lesson and do the assignment and then show me what you did for your check-in, okay? Work hard, just like I said. Oh, and I wanted to tell you also the Letterland lesson from Mrs. K. We're going to be doing something with what you've learned in Letterland tomorrow in my reading lesson. So pay close attention to that one too. All right, featured student. I will try not to skip over half of what I'm supposed to do with their name, like I accidentally did to Ahmed the other day. This student is a boy. And he's been waiting very patiently for his turn, I bet. And the beginning of his name makes this sound. Do you know who I'm talking about? Well, I am talking about our friend Ryan. Shout out to you, Ryan. How is it going with you and your brothers at home? I hope really well. Say you've been doing really well with your assignments and your writing especially. I've been so impressed with what you've been taking pictures of and turning it in and showing me. Awesome job. So shout out to you, Ryan. We miss you bunches. And now we're going to write your name, okay? When I write Ryan's name, I need to start with a capital, just like everyone's name, because names are important words. R, and then it sounds like it should be I next. Rye. But you know how Y is very sneaky and it pretends it to be vowels, different vowels all the time? Well, Y does that in Ryan's name. Rye, the I sound is a Y, disguising itself as an I, just like in the word my, M-Y, or the word by, B-Y, right? All right, so we have rye, and now we need to do N, and it's A, followed by an N. The N sound is at the end of Ryan's name. Okay, so vowels, I'm seeing one vowel. Do you know what it is? I'm seeing A in Ryan's name. Now I'm making my plus sign for adding more. And that means the rest of the letters are consonants. 1, 2, 3 consonants. Consonants, remember, are letters that are not vowels. 1 plus 3 equals how many letters altogether in Ryan's name? Well, we've said it before. 1 more than 3 is 4. Made a little rhyme there, didn't I? All right, kindergartners. Ryan, thank you for letting us use your name. We sure do miss you. We're going to go on now to our calendar. Oh, but first I'm going to tell you what your jobs are. That's right. Your kindergarten jobs today that I was talking about doing with a happy attitude is your writing with Mrs. Rose. I want to see those poems. Letterland with Mrs. K. Remember, pay attention. You're going to need to know what she's talking about for tomorrow's reading lesson. I'll post the second butterfly video for you to tune into, and then your specialist today is Jim. Also, don't forget every single day of your whole entire life, as much as you can, read, read, read. Are you logging into Raz Kids? Did you know I can log into my teacher account to see who has been reading on Raz Kids and who hasn't? Now, if you haven't been reading on Raz Kids, but you've been reading on Epic or you've been reading books at your house, that's fine. But if you don't have that many books at your level at your house, or if you haven't been doing any other reading, please log into Raz Kids. It's a good resource, okay? If you're not sure how, just shoot me a message and I'll send you your password again. Sound good? All right, it is calendar time. We left off yesterday, Monday, the 11th, where we wrote an 11, one group of 10 and one extra one. So now we're on to 12. And we said 12 was one group of 10 and two extra ones. So it's a 1 and a 2, isn't it? I had one robin, so I did butterfly, butterfly, flower, flower, robin. Now what? We need another robin. Robin starts the same as Ryan, doesn't it? Robin, Ryan. All right, kindergartners, let's scooch. Tomorrow, zip. Today, zop. Yesterday, zip. All right, we are looking at the red yesterday arrow, and what day of the week is it pointing to? What was yesterday one day ago? Yesterday was Monday. That means today is Tuesday. Tomorrow will be Wednesday. And now it is tally time. We are adding one more tally to 5, 10, 11 tallies that we had from yesterday. One more than 11, we just said in our calendar, is the number 12. 11 plus one more is 12. So this is 10, right? Two tally groups is 10. 11, 12 is an easy way to see that number. So now I need to write 12 again. Remind me how to do it. 1 and a what? 2. There we go. All right, mathematicians, look at the subtraction problem I put for our dice rolling count today. You can see here that there is our number that matches our date again today, just like I did yesterday. It's 12 today. There's the minus sign, which means to take away. And then it says to take away 0, to take away nothing at all. So if you start with 12 and you don't do anything to it, you don't take anything away, there are still 12 of whatever you're counting. So if you had 12 strawberries and you took away none, you're left with still having 12, aren't you? So the number today is 12. 12 take away 0 equals 12. So I need to slide my rectangle on the number 12 right there by 11. So what numbers have we had so far as our answers? We have had 0, 3, 4. Ooh, none of these in the middle. Interesting. And then 11 and 12. I wonder what our answer will be for tomorrow's subtraction problem. We'll have to tune in and find out, won't we? Tick, tock, Match the clock. Yahoo! This is one of my favorite times because you guys are getting so smart in kindergarten. You're telling time. It's amazing. I hope you're working on that with clocks at home too, as well as continuing to count up some coins because that is really good real life practice. Okay, we are going to do 8 o'clock. So whoop, the hour hand is our short red hand here on this clock. And for 8 o'clock, the hour that it is 8. So the hour hand has to point to 8. Boop. And like we've said before, when our time ends with the words o'clock, it's 8 o'clock on the dot, the minute hand stays right up here. So it's already there for us. We don't even have to move it. This is what the analog clock looks like when the time is 8 o'clock. Now, there are 2 8 o'clocks in our day. There's 8 o'clock in the morning, and 8 o'clock in the morning is, if you're a bus rider, you're probably getting on the bus, like back when we got to go to school. In my house, it's like when everyone's kind of watching TV and eating breakfast, getting ready for the day. I usually post all of your stuff shortly after 8 o'clock. Lately, it's been a little bit closer to 9. Oops. And then there's 8 o'clock in the evening. 8 o'clock in the evening is when baby Ruby is hopefully already in her crib and on her way to sleeping. And Millie's like reading stories in bed. So about to fall asleep. Maybe your bedtime is like 7:30, 8, or 8:30. Those are common bedtimes. So that's that nighttime after you've eaten dinner, maybe watched some TV or played, brushed your teeth, maybe had a bath or a shower and gotten ready for bed, then it's usually around 8-ish. Does that make sense to you? Okay, now we need to write in 8 o'clock. So I'm writing the number 8, make an S and go back home. Dot, dot is our colon. O'clock. O'clock. 0, 0. And that is 8 o'clock. All right, my dear kindergartners, the last thing that you're going to do as part of your daily check-in video this morning is to sing and dance along to this super fun counting robot song. After the song is done, I won't come back on, so the check-in video will be over, and then I want you to get going, remember, with that positive attitude on the rest of your learning jobs for the day. Make it an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing all of your acrostic poems. See you later, alligators.
Ten.